Gavin Francis, Adventures in Human Being, a grand tour from the cranium to the calcaneum. Embark on a captivating journey through the human body with Adventures in Human Being, a grand tour from the cranium to the calcaneum by Gavin Francis. This book summary delves into the fascinating world of our anatomy by exploring different organs like the face, placenta, brain, heart, genitals, kidney, and our unique feet. Through a mix of science and history, rediscover the wonders that set us apart from other species and unravel the mysteries hidden beneath our skin. Brace yourself for an enlightening experience as you venture through the complexities and magic of the human body.
Decoding emotions in faces. Our facial muscles reveal a world beneath the surface, painting a vivid picture of our emotional lives, as they enable us to express a vast array of emotions. The subtlety and complexity of these muscles have piqued curiosity since the time of Leonardo da Vinci, who used this knowledge to portray human emotion in his artwork authentically. This unique ability to express emotions makes our face arguably the most human organ. What lies beneath the surface of the human face? With a mere glance in the mirror, our familiar reflection greets us, but there's an intricate world hidden under the skin. Comprising a delicate web of 43 salmon-hued muscles, these intertwined fibers enable an unparalleled range of emotional expression. The art of understanding emotions through facial muscles can be traced back to the time of Leonardo da Vinci. The author's extensive experience in dissecting over 30 cadavers as an anatomy demonstrator allowed him to read their emotional stories through muscle definition. Each facial muscle is responsible for unique expressions, providing clues regarding a person's emotional life. Take the zygomaticus major and minor for instance, which are intricately involved in smiling. These muscles display the greatest variation in size. Well-developed zygomaticus muscles suggest a life brimming with joy and laughter. Similarly, pronounced orbicularis oris muscles, responsible for puckering the lips for a kiss, indicate the presence of love in a person's life. In contrast, a strong depressor anguli oris muscle, linked to frowning, may hint at a life shrouded in sorrow. Da Vinci's fascination with facial muscles led to an artistic revolution. His masterful understanding of emotion allowed him to depict vivid expressions in his paintings, setting his work apart from that of his contemporaries. The Last Supper serves as an excellent example, showcasing the 12 disciples reacting to Jesus's announcement of betrayal through a spectrum of vivid emotions. Unlike then prevailing artistic conventions which portrayed faces as serene or expressionless, Da Vinci sought to authentically portray human emotion. This departure from detached expressions was intentional. Da Vinci considered it a truer representation of God's creations to showcase the range of emotions humans could convey. After all, emotional expression was a distinctly human trait, one that needed to be cherished and celebrated. So, what makes the human face stand out from other species? It is the unique and powerful ability to express an array of emotions, giving validity to the idea that the face could indeed be considered the most human organ. The placenta's cultural significance. An exception to most human organs that last a lifetime, the placenta has held various cultural meanings throughout history. Bearing symbolic significance across diverse societies, this temporary organ's traditional uses range from ingestion to special burial ceremonies, which demonstrate the unique adaptability of human culture. In recent times, the biological potential of the placenta's stem cells adds new dimensions to our understanding of its role and the evolving bond between humans and this enigmatic organ. A fascinating organ by nature, the placenta stands out not just for its temporary presence during pregnancy, but also for the myriad cultural beliefs and practices surrounding it. This rich diversity of customs speaks to the adaptability of human culture and the continually evolving bond between people and this singular organ. Throughout history, people across diverse cultures have ascribed various powers and symbolism to the placenta. In places like Morocco, Moravia, and Java, eating the placenta is seen as a way to enhance fertility. Meanwhile, formal burial ceremonies offer another popular method for disposing of this organ. In several East African traditions, the placenta is linked to a child's destiny, and therefore buried beneath a significant tree. This practice creates a profound bond between the child, the land, and the tree, the latter renamed after the young one to commemorate this eternal connection. In some Indonesian communities, the placenta's resemblance to sea creatures has inspired beliefs that it should be returned to the ocean. People place it in earthen jars and send it floating downriver, enacting a powerful symbolic gesture of respect for the organ source. Recently in the West, a resurgence of interest in the placenta has emerged, driven by scientific advancements. Cryogenically preserving a child's placenta serves as an insurance policy against illnesses, as it contains stem cells that can potentially be grown into vital tissue, like bone marrow. This modern practice re-establishes the idea of an enduring connection between individuals and their placenta. Representing a multitude of customs and beliefs, the placenta underscores the vast diversity of human culture. As we continue to explore the placenta's significance through the lens of both modern science and traditional wisdom, we affirm the unique adaptability of human culture and the centrality of this enigmatic organ in many aspects of our lives. The brain's remarkable adaptability. At the age of 19, the author held a human brain for the first time, setting off a fascination that led him to become a neurosurgeon. He later witnessed brain surgery on an epilepsy patient in which a portion of her brain was removed. Despite this invasive procedure, the patient's brain displayed an incredible ability to adapt, displaying no observable negative side effects. In the cold laboratory, where the author held a human brain for the first time at age 19, he couldn't imagine the remarkable adaptability of this complex organ. As his journey took him onto the path of neurosurgery, living deceased brains became a routine part of his daily life. However, one particular surgical case stood out and revealed the brain's resilience in an unforgettable manner. A woman afflicted with severe intractable epilepsy, a condition that made her susceptible to debilitating seizures, was willing to undergo the risks of brain surgery to improve her quality of life. The procedure took a unique approach, as the surgical team sought not only to treat her condition but also to maintain her speech capabilities. The brain region responsible for both was difficult to navigate, removing random parts posed a high risk. To ascertain the safest portions of the brain to remove, the team lowered the patient's anesthetic level to awaken her. A speech therapist guided her through naming objects on flashcards while determining their functions. The operating surgeon then utilized a nerve stimulator to selectively disrupt specific brain regions. This method allowed them to pinpoint the areas essential for speech, referred to as eloquent brain regions. Once the ineloquent regions were identified, the patient was sedated once more, and the surgeon began removing a portion of her brain believed to cause seizures. Afterward, when the author inquired about the removed brain chunk, the surgeon assured him there would likely be no noticeable changes as the patient's brain would adapt. Doubtful, the author awaited the final verdict. Remarkably, the woman's checkup 2 days post-surgery revealed no seizures and a seemingly unchanged demeanor. Her brain had succeeded in adjusting to the missing piece and continued to function as before. This extraordinary case demonstrated the brain's powerful resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity, providing a lasting testament to the incredible capabilities of the human mind. The significance of a pulse. The heartbeat's rhythmic pulse is a comforting reminder of life, vitality, and soul. As technology advances, the possibility of developing artificial hearts without a pulse arises, leading us to question whether losing our pulse would also mean losing part of our humanity. The tangible and symbolic importance of the pulse has been observed in cases of heart bypass surgery, where patients often experience cognitive impairments known as pump head. This raises the idea that the rhythmic blood flow is crucial for the well-being of the body and its cells, hinting at a physiological base to the vitality we associate with the beating heart. During the author's time as a student, listening to a heartbeat recording became more than just an educational tool, it evolved into a soothing background noise. The rhythmic pulse represented life, vitality, and the essence of the soul in contrast to the lack of pulse, which symbolizes death and lifelessness. This might lead us to wonder whether our humanity would also vanish if we lost our pulse. The fascinating possibility of creating artificial hearts that pump blood without a beat raises questions of how it would affect our humanity. Imagine having such a heart and feeling for a pulse, only to discover nothing there. In search of answers, the author turns to the experience of one of his patients who underwent heart bypass surgery. During the surgery, the patient's heart stopped, and a machine had to oxygenate his blood temporarily. Upon regaining normal heart function, the patient described hallucinating a blackness that arose in his mind. Diagnosed with pump head, a cognitive impairment that commonly follows bypass surgery, this anecdotally suggests the significance of a pulse in human well-being. Patients affected by pump head face a range of bizarre and unpredictable symptoms, from violent tendencies to drastically altered personalities. The author recounts the story of a cleric who began making crude jokes following such a surgery. The precise cause of pump head is unknown, but one theory is that bypass machines cannot completely replicate the heart's rhythmic pumping. Research has shown evidence that the body's capillaries and cells prefer the pulse's rhythmic blood flow to function optimally, indicating that the rhythm of blood, not just oxygen, is vital to the body's well-being. In conclusion, the symbolism of the beating heart may extend beyond representing life and vitality. Recognizing the physiological importance of the rhythmic pulse could influence our understanding of the essence of humanity and the role our heartbeat plays in maintaining physical and mental health. Unraveling the orgasm mystery. The orgasm, a fascinating yet enigmatic aspect of human sexuality, works like an electric charge between our nerves. While the role of the male orgasm in reproduction has always been clear, the purpose of the female orgasm remains less understood. Historical views placed great importance on female orgasms for conception, but today we know this is not the case. However, female orgasms do contribute to creating a more suitable environment for sperm survival. Ultimately, both male and female orgasms reveal that human sexual pleasure exists beyond reproduction, showcasing our complex and unique nature. An orgasm, one of the human body's most intriguing abilities, often brings excitement to conversations. But how does it work, and what purpose does it serve? If we think of an orgasm as lightning, we can visualize it as an electric jolt that occurs due to built-up tension. This tension forms between the nerves in the genitals and the cluster of nerves found in the pelvis. When there's enough tension present, it's discharged in pulses coursing along the nerves, resulting in an orgasm. Our genitals have long symbolized human sexual desire and pleasure. The functionality of the male orgasm in reproduction is relatively simple, involving spasms propelling semen. In contrast, the purpose of the female orgasm has puzzled doctors for centuries. Surprisingly, until the late 18th century, European society believed that female orgasms were as essential for conception as male ejaculation. A 17th-century midwifery textbook even stated that without a clitoris, women wouldn't have desire, pleasure, or the ability to conceive. Today, we understand that a woman's orgasm is not a necessity for conception. While around one-third of women may struggle to reach climax or cannot orgasm at all, this does not equate to infertility. However, female orgasms do serve a biological purpose in helping fertilization. When a woman orgasms, pulses of nerve stimulation interact with Skene's glands, leading these glands to release a fluid similar to semen. Depending on the gland's position, this fluid is expelled through the urethra or directly into the vagina, accounting for the difference between women who ejaculate and those who don't. The fluid, which is alkaline, neutralizes the vaginal acidity, creating a more hospitable environment for sperm. All of this emphasizes an essential aspect of human sexuality: sexual pleasure is indeed separate from reproduction. We indulge in sexual pleasure for its enjoyment, and it's a driving force shaping our behavior and culture. In this sense, our genitals are undeniably human organs, reflecting our multifaceted nature as we continue to learn and grow in understanding the complexities of human sexuality. The kidney, a symbol of altruism. Throughout the author's experience as a medical professional, he has become fascinated by the curious nature of kidney transplantation. This fascinating procedure not only showcases the marvels of modern medicine but also reflects the human capacity for unconditional love and kindness. Through the personal account of witnessing a kidney transplant, the author highlights the ambivalence of this miracle, a life saved at the expense of another's tragic loss. Yet, he acknowledges that kidneys stand out as an exceptional symbol of altruism, as they are the only full organ that can be donated during a person's lifetime with minimal inconvenience, often between complete strangers. As a traveling physician specializing in organ transplantation, the author has encountered various traditional beliefs surrounding body organs. One such belief is that kidney issues stem from a cold kidney, for which the ancient prescription involves warming the organ through heat application and avoiding cold, damp environments. Although these cultural practices may seem questionable, they share an unexpected similarity with modern procedures. During a kidney transplant, the transplanted organ is indeed warmed up within the recipient's body, connecting this ancient wisdom to present-day understanding. At the core of the discussion on kidney transplants lies the incredible human capacity for kindness and generosity. The author recalls witnessing a kidney transplantation, in which a lifeless, gray kidney was brought into the surgery room, only to transform into a vibrant, healthy organ once inside the recipient. This metamorphosis is tangible evidence of the marvels of modern medicine. However, the miraculous nature of kidney transplants often comes with a mix of emotions, as an organ ultimately signifies the loss of a donor's life. The author shares a heartbreaking story of a young girl who tragically passed away from an asthma attack, leaving behind a grieving family. Her parents selflessly authorized the donation of her organs, providing life-saving support and newfound hope to multiple individuals across the nation. It is through such acts of selflessness that organ transplantation becomes a testament to our capacity for unconditional love and kindness. The kidney, in particular, is a unique symbol of altruism in organ donation. Unlike other organs, it can be given as a live donation without significant inconvenience to the donor. This milestone in medical science has made it possible for half of all kidney transplants in Western countries to be live donations, many of which take place between total strangers. As such, the kidney occupies a special place as both a medical marvel and a remarkable representation of human generosity. Bipedal marvels of evolution. Though our hands and opposable thumbs might seem the obvious choice for the feature that sets us apart from other primates, it's the human foot that truly deserves that honor. The human foot, with its miraculous engineering, allows us to walk upright, a rare feat in the animal kingdom. Our journey to humanity began when we first learned to walk on 2 feet, as exemplified by the 3.5-million-year-old bipedal footprints discovered in Tanzania. These ancestral footprints belonged to Australopithecus afarensis, whose small brain was more like a gorilla's, but who walked on 2 feet like modern humans. This discovery overturned previous theories that brain development preceded bipedalism. Instead, it shows that walking on 2 feet enabled our hands to wield tools, sparking brain development, and setting us on the path to becoming distinctly human. Our incredible feet truly merit a standing ovation as the symbol of human evolution.
After navigating the complexities and wonders of the human body in Adventures in Human Being, we can appreciate the unique nature of each organ discussed. From the emotions expressed by our faces to the symbolic significance of the placenta in various cultures, the brain's adaptability, the heart's essential pulse, the enigma of the female orgasm, the kidney's representation of human altruism, and the feet as emblematic of our evolution, each of these organs sheds light on what makes us fundamentally human. Through understanding our anatomy and the profound connections between our organs and the broader human experience, we can appreciate the wonders and marvels that our bodies truly are.